Today we're going to talk about the religions that existed in the late 19th century and the types of religions in our current period of time. Long time ago, Korea's religious beliefs and values were focused on gods. The society during that time of period was God-centered, and various values and factors were affected by it. So, due to this fact, many ideologies in association to sky and stories that involved positive effects of gods were very essential. However, as the 19th century came along in Korea, many difficulties and major issues were occurred in Korea. So, political, economical, social, and cultural conflicts occurred. As the situation got worse, people's thoughts and instincts regarding to gods have changed. From a god-centered culture, they began to start citizen-centered culture. For the government, in order to stabilize the country, different political processes and suddenly transferring and receiving inspirations by other countries has also made different types of religions settle in Korea. One of the most well-known religion is Daejongyo. And the fundamental meaning of this religion is that a god came down to earth in the form of a human in order to save the world. The founder of this religion participated in protests and the religion developed. A righteous army also formed and has created a group for independence activity. However, due to the physical forces by the Japanese, the religion has been weakened. Another major religion that has been developed and settled down was Cheondogyo. It has been developed from protest, and in order to resist against the Catholic, it is a religion which emphasized their loyalty to country. It has developed by being the major proportion during the independence activities, and it still exists in the 21st century.
The representative religion of the Korea in 19th century, there are Catholicism and Daejongyo. Daejongyo was founded in 1909 by a person named Dacher against the Catholicism that was brought from the Western countries. The name of this religion means the God came down as a human to save the world. This religion is based on the myth of Tangun, which is the first myth of Korea. Also, this religion is well known for independence movements. For example, there is a battle of Cheongsanri. But the Japanese started to suppress Daejongyo and the religious influence became weak. The place I will introduce you to today is the Memorial Hall of Dacher, the founder of Daejongyo. It was built to pay tribute to the spirit of Dacher about independence movements. This place could be divided into two spaces. The first is about Dacher and his life. And the second is about the history of independence movement that was led by the people who believed Daejongyo. It opens at 9 o'clock and runs until 6 o'clock in the summer and 5 o'clock in the winter. If you're going to visit some place near here, you'd better take a look around.
The culture of Catholicism came into the late Joseon dynasty. Catholicism believes Jesus Christ. Because there was many people who was getting ignored in Korea, people believed Catholicism because it said that all people are equal. Russia attempted to invade Korea when Hungsan Daeonggun was doing the politics. He is the father of King Gojong, and he tried to keep away Russia by using French priests in Joseon. But they didn't help him. So he changed his mind to torture and kill Catholics. Among them, Cheoldu Mountain was the place where many Catholics were killed. Chertu Mountain, next to the Han River, is a representative Catholic historic site in Seoul. At the first, the name was not this. But after Hungsan-daeunggun killed a Catholic at Mountain, it changed name to Chertu. It means cutting head. It is just a small hill rather than a mountain. However, it's said that about 1 million of Catholics were killed here. There was dyed with the blood of those who were killed, and it said that the body floated countless times among the waves of the Han River. However, only 29 confirmed believers on record. Contrary to its scary name, Chertu Mountain is a place that has an outstanding scenery among the Han River. I'll show you the picture. Here it was an open place with the Han River in front, but now the train passes by the side and the road that runs along the river is blocking the back. Walking along the road here calms down the feelings. Catholics can strengthen their faith by remembering the believers, and even if they are not non-Catholics, it is a good place to remember our history. This was about the Chertu Mountain.
Hello, my name is Yun Jian, and I'm going to tell you about how religion influences our daily life. I'm going to tell you about the 3 religions, and the first is Christianity. Christianity has the largest number of believers among the many religions in the world. Christian believes that if you believe in God, you can be saved and go to heaven. So they go to church every Sunday to listen to God's word from a minister and study the Bible. They praise every moment of their life, about their hard work or life or worries and gratitude, and they develop their religious faith in this way. Second is Buddhism. Buddhism is a doctrine that after Sakyamuni becoming a Buddha by enlightening the truth under the barley tree, spoke with the aim of enlightening people of various classes. Buddhism has developed into various forms in many Asian countries, and there are many scriptures too. Buddhism has a long history since the Three Kingdoms period in our history. Therefore, many Buddhist temples can be found in Korea. The Buddhists bow to Buddha in temples to discipline their mind and carry out Buddha's teachings. And the last is Confucianism. Confucianism is also a kind of religion that takes up a huge and important part of Korean history. It is a moral idea that originated from the teachings of Confucius in ancient times, and it is based on benevolence, values loyalty to the country, and filial duty to parents. Confucianism was the ruling ideology of the Joseon dynasty, and the lifestyle of Confucianism continues to these days. Under the influence of Confucianism, Korean culture in modern times values respect for adults and emphasizes the filial duty. This can also be seen in honorific titles for adults, and in addition, the perception has changed a lot in modern times, but the patriarchal culture, sexual discrimination ideas, and ritual cultures have been influenced by the Confucianism and still last in our society. As I explained until now, religion has continued in a various forms throughout our history, and it still has a lot of influence in our lives and in our daily lives. Thank you for listening.
These days, the major religion of people who have religion in Korea are Reformed Church, Catholicity, and Buddhism. According to the graph that shows us the rates of each adult who believe each religions in 2017, 20% of people believe Reformed Church, and 19% of people believe Buddhism, and only 6% of people believe Catholicity. Almost half of Koreans don't have religion, and comparing the percentage graph in 2015 and in 2017, the proportion of people who have religion is getting low. And there's a thing. According to the region, the rate of religion is different. For example, people in capital area believe Reformed Church and Catholicity than Buddhism. This is because in the past, capital area was the place where many foreigners stayed. The Reformed Church and Catholicity was spread by foreigners, so that people of capital area had more opportunities to contact with that religion than the other regions' people. And also the transportation of capital area was much better than the other regions, so that it was easy to spread those religion. However, in the other regions, there are people who believe Buddhism more than the people who believe Reformed Church and Catholicity. This is because Buddhism is the religion that our ancestors believed from the past.
Until now, we learned about the religions in Korean history. As we said before the 19th century, most religions were based on worshipping God. However, after some developments, our histories, religions changed their forms, and Catholicism, Christianity, Buddhism, or Daejongyo appeared. As Daejongyo, we learned about Hongam Nacheol Museum, which honored Nacheol, the person who made Daejongyo. We also went through the Jeolju Mountain, which was related to Catholicism. After that, we also learned about the current issues and situations about these religions. As a result, we could know that the ratio of the numbers of institutions related to Christian and Buddhism were about similar, but the fact that the locations of each institution differed told us that these locations and areas had different kinds of history related to the religions. Lastly, we also learned about how these religions affected our daily life today. Our presentation shows that in Korea's 19th century, there were some religions such as Daejongyo, Christianity, Catholicism, Buddhism, or Confucianism. Also, we can know that some of these religions disappeared, but some of them are still alive and still many people believe in it. Thank you for listening.